Welcome back. In this episode, I am going to answer the only question that really matters right now, and that is how am I actually going to build this with no money, no team, and no restaurant track record yet. So I'm going to walk you through my plan, what I'm focused on right now, and be real with you about the challenges. So let's get into it. Where I am right now, I'll just ground this in reality for a second. There's really three major phases to this thing as I see it at a high level. Number one is the foundation and the proof, which is where I am at this stage. Number two is the flagship. And three, growing and scaling this down the line. So, phase one is really about three things. Number one is sharpening the story and the brand. Two is building a small but real audience around this journey. Those two things are connected. And number three is proving the concept in the smallest viable way, which is a pop up, um, a discovery experience, something that people can physically attend, and we can show some real numbers that are grounded in truth that we can then take to investors. So, what I'm focused on right now is the first thing is actually telling the story consistently and building an audience around it. In doing this, I'm polishing the deck, polishing the pitch, rather, really more than that. I've often heard it said that you should move in silence. You shouldn't tell people your plans. You should just show them your actions. And I agree with that in large part. I get the point of move in silence. Don't boast. Don't overshare. Don't chase validation. But really taken literally, that doesn't actually make sense when you're building something big, when you're building anything big. Big visions are built with people, mentors, partners, investors, customers, and community. So the right people can't support what they never hear about. So the key points are these: I need feedback. If I never talk about my plans, I'm going to definitely miss out on opportunities for early correction and wisdom from people that could really save me months of time. Number two, I need collaboration. Something like this just doesn't get built in a vacuum. Partners and allies show up because they hear the vision, they feel the vision. If everything's a secret, then I will stay solo by design, and I don't want that. Number three is I need visibility for opportunities. Connections, intros, funding, and open doors often come because someone heard what you're trying to do and thought, I know a person that you should speak to. I know a person that you should meet. So that means committing to this channel and documenting the process. I think that that matters because when I sit down with an investor or let's say a landlord, and I think it's powerful to say, here's not just the deck, here's a community of people who've been following this build in real time. Also, on a human level, that keeps me accountable. So when I tell you that I'm going to do something, I feel the pressure, I actually do it. And maintaining discipline and accountability are hugely important in doing anything, certainly something like this. So I'm not trying to move in silence. I'm trying to move with humble clarity. No overpromising, no bragging, no oversharing, but I do want to share enough so that the right people can help, challenge, and join. So that's building the story and the audience. Number two is I'm focused on getting investor ready. This is really an ongoing thing, and I don't want to overthink anything because nothing is ever going to be perfect. I'm comfortable with shipping at 70% and then iterating after that. I've already had rounds of tightening the deck. I've built a simple one pager. I've put together an FAQ. And I've also made sure that my LinkedIn and the website that I've worked on all tell a consistent story. All of this can be improved upon for sure, which is what I'm doing at every opportunity. I'm not trying to cast a wide net here. What I want is a clean, respectful story ready for the 20 or 30 people who are actually a fit for this kind of concept. The third thing is that I'm building the relationship map. Angels who get culture and hospitality, landlords and developers who need experiential anchors, and cultural partners like art, music, and food collectives. I'm still early here. I've had a few conversations, got some great feedback, even a couple of no's. But I'm not chasing random money. That's a very important distinction. I'm trying to find people who resonate with this vision, and I'm trying to resonate with people who see this as a cultural platform, not just another restaurant. And the fourth thing is I'm thinking hard about first proof. Like I said, I'm sketching out a 2 to 3 day pilot and what that could look like. The music, the food, the visuals, but in a small footprint. A curated night with 3 or 4 of the regions represented, maybe a discovery zone like experience. I don't have a date or a venue locked yet. I need to raise pre-seed funds before I really get into the hardcore things, the details. Um, but this is a very key milestone. We need to show people what this feels like in real life, not just on slides. And then there's also the unsexy fifth piece, which is my own personal runway. And consistency. I've got obviously real life obligations beyond this and things that I need to do, so I'm not trying to burn myself out. And so I'm learning to treat this thing more like a marathon, but at the same time, when they say the entrepreneur works 80 hours so that he doesn't have to work 40 hours, that axiom really rings true. So I'm blocking time every week for this, every day for it, protecting that time and using it for high leverage work like recording, outreach, and planning. Now, there are major challenges. The first being money, of course. I'm trying to build a capital intensive, large footprint concept without deep pockets, and that means that I have to be creative, more patient, and more intentional with every conversation that I have. Credibility is the next piece. I don't come from a long line of restaurant groups. I'm not a celebrity chef. I'm a founder with a vision who has to earn trust one person at a time. Complexity is another challenge. This is not a food truck. It's not even a restaurant. It's multiple zones, live music, art, retail, tech. And the risk is that it becomes too complex to execute. And that's why I'm obsessed with the operating system behind this so it doesn't collapse under its own weight. And then, of course, fear and doubt. That's a very real challenge. Um, so, yeah, I wonder some days whether I'm crazy, whether this thing is going to work, where I question whether anyone will believe in this enough to write a check or hand me the keys to a building. But on those days, I come back to two things. The first is I genuinely believe that the world needs a space like this. And the second is I'd rather try in public and fail than sit on this idea privately and wonder what if. And that's real talk. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this series in the first place. So that's the honest version of how I'm actually trying to build mass. No money, no team, just an idea and a plan and a willingness to walk this out in front of you. If you want to follow this journey in real time, hit subscribe, like the video, and drop a comment with your city and which part of this episode hit you the hardest. And if you're watching this as an investor, operator, landlord, or partner, and you see where this could go, please email me or use the link in the description below to get the deck and join the interest list. I'm going to keep documenting this, the wins, the mistakes, the scary parts, and everything in between. If you believe that the world needs a place like this, then please come build this with me. I'll see you in episode 4.